Good afternoon, fellow enthusiasts, and today I'm going to be showing you my recipe for the ideal ice water. Now, a couple things that you're going to need to start out for this recipe is an ice tray, a receptacle of your choice, and access to tap water. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is take your ice tray, turn on the tap water. I like to go at about a low kind of speed as to not overfill, and then you're just gonna fill the trays up perfectly like that until they are all filled. A good trick is to tilt it and let it run down like so. Perfect. And then once said ice tray is filled, you carefully place it within your freezer. Carefully now, you don't want to spill that precious water, because that precious water is going to go and become ice for your ideal glass of ice water. And now what you're going to want to do is close that up and then keep it in there until the water is frozen. Alright, enthusiasts, and now as you can see, this water is indeed frozen into ice. Alright, enthusiasts, and now this part of the recipe is where a good deal of technique comes in. I have 3 choice receptacles for my ice water here, and the amount of ice that goes into a receptacle is more so relevant to the size of receptacle, as you can see. This is what I'd like to say about a medium-sized receptacle. I don't do small receptacles of ice water. Ice water is only good for medium to large. Now, for a medium one about this size, I like to do about 4 cubes. 4 cubes is a good ratio of ice to water, which is good. But now, if you get a decent sized receptacle like this ball mason jar here, which is a wonderful receptacle, by the way, very choice. But we'll get to why this one is a little bit more choice once we get to it. But for something like this, I would do about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6. It is an optimal amount, and it's about half full. And this one, you add about half as opposed to almost 2/3 to this one, because when you drink out of this one, it is more fancy and hipsterish in a way, and so that is cool. Therefore, the water stays cool longer, and the ice does not melt as quickly. Now, to get to why this is the choice one is more so for the handle. Easy access, easy grip. Beautiful receptacle. And for this also, I would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, 6. And for this enthusiast, this is about halfway as well. But it's a little less than halfway, because this method is even cooler than the ball receptacle. So that is the ice technique aspect of the ice water recipe. Alright, enthusiasts, so now comes down to the nitty-gritty of our technique for our ice water recipe. Here next to the sink we have our receptacles of choice, and so what you're going to want to do is turn the water on, specifically to cold. If you have one of these special things, make sure it is on this setting and not the sprayer setting, because that is not optimal for ice water receptacle filling. Now, you want to let it sit, because it is good luck. It is well known. It is good luck to let the cold water setting on a tap water sit for optimal water flavor for your ice water. And now we will take our first receptacle, the medium sized receptacle, and we're going to fill it to just a little under the top. See, that is optimal. That is perfect. Maybe just a dash more. And that is beautiful. Now we go on to our ball mason jar receptacle. And now see, the trick with filling the ball mason jar receptacle is to just get it underneath the band, just like that. Absolutely beautiful. And now finally, our large handled receptacle. Now this one you're going to want to do about the same amount as the medium receptacle, just a little bit under the brim. And that is perfect, enthusiasts. Perfect. Now, last thing you're going to want to do is make sure you shut off your tap. We are all about conserving water here at Ice Water Enthusiasts. Alrighty, enthusiasts, so we have our medium receptacle of ice water, our large ball mason jar receptacle of ice water, and our large handled receptacle of ice water. And now there is only one more thing that will make these ice water recipes perfect and complete. Now, sure, enthusiasts, you could be a plain Jane classic head and enjoy these just on their own as they are here. But I have found that the optimal way of enjoying ice water is through a metal straw. That is right. The metal straw is the optimal transport system from receptacle to mouth, and here's why. For one, they are not made of plastic, so they are good for the environment. Number one tip here at Ice Water Enthusiasts. But number two, they are colder, and they get colder with your ice water, and so that in and of itself is cool. Alright, enthusiasts, that is going to do it for today's recipe. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy your newly found ice water recipe. Goodbye!